A new wave of cybercrime is emerging, targeting the Ray AI framework and turning vulnerable systems into self-spreading cryptocurrency mining botnets. This evolution, dubbed ShadowRay 2.0, highlights the ongoing risks associated with unpatched software vulnerabilities. Reports indicate that Oligo Security has identified a significant security flaw in the Ray framework, which has been exploited for over 2 years. The attacks, which began gaining traction around September 2024, take advantage of a critical bug that allows attackers to hijack NVIDIA GPU clusters for illicit mining activities. This vulnerability, with a high severity score of 9.8, remains unaddressed due to design choices in Ray's development. In this video, we'll delve into the details of this attack, including how it spreads, the techniques used by cybercriminals, and what users can do to protect themselves. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of events: the ShadowRay campaign unfolds. In November 2025, Oligo Security issued a stark warning about a resurgence of attacks exploiting a critical vulnerability in the Ray AI framework. This vulnerability, identified as CV 2023-48022, has a high severity rating of 9.8 on the CVSS scale, emphasizing the urgent need for protective measures. The flaw has remained unaddressed for 2 years due to a design philosophy that prioritizes isolated network operations, inadvertently leaving systems exposed. As the ShadowRay 2.0 campaign escalated, attackers began to utilize the Ray framework's job submission API to submit malicious jobs, which included a range of commands designed to infiltrate and compromise additional systems. This method allowed for a rapid spread of the malware, effectively transforming the compromised Ray clusters into self-replicating botnets dedicated to illicit cryptocurrency mining. Research indicates that the attackers have demonstrated remarkable adaptability. Following the takedown of their initial GitLab and GitHub repositories, they quickly established new accounts to continue their operations, showcasing their resilience and resourcefulness in evading detection. This persistence is further reflected in their use of large language models to craft sophisticated payloads that enhance their operational effectiveness. The campaign has also revealed a troubling trend. The malware is programmed to detect its geographic location, serving a tailored version of the attack to victims in China. This strategic targeting highlights the attackers' intent to maximize their success while minimizing the risk of detection by law enforcement. Moreover, the attackers have employed stealth tactics to obscure their activities. By disguising malicious processes as legitimate Linux services and regulating CPU usage, they can avoid raising alarms on compromised systems. This careful approach has likely enabled the campaign to thrive undetected for an extended period. The implications of ShadowRay 2.0 extend beyond cryptocurrency mining. The compromised clusters are reportedly being weaponized for denial-of-service attacks, indicating a shift from simple cryptojacking to a more complex botnet operation capable of launching disruptive attacks against rival mining pools. This multifaceted approach not only enhances the attacker's revenue streams but also underscores the growing sophistication of cybercriminal enterprises. As awareness of the ShadowRay campaign increases, Anyscale has responded by releasing a tool designed to help users verify the security of their Ray deployments. This proactive measure aims to mitigate the risks associated with the exposure of more than 230,500 Ray servers that are currently accessible over the Internet. Implementing additional security measures such as firewall configurations and enhanced access controls is critical to safeguarding these vulnerable systems from exploitation. The ShadowRay 2.0 campaign is reshaping the cybersecurity landscape, with far-reaching implications for various stakeholders. Organizations relying on the Ray framework are particularly vulnerable, as the exploitation of the unpatched flaw poses significant operational risks. The self-replicating nature of the botnet not only compromises individual systems but can also lead to widespread disruptions across networks, affecting productivity and system integrity. The financial ramifications are equally concerning. As the botnet harnesses computing power for illicit cryptocurrency mining, organizations may experience increased operational costs due to the compromised resources. Additionally, the potential for denial-of-service (DDoS) attacks expands the threat, allowing attackers to leverage the botnet for extortion or to undermine competitors in the cryptocurrency market. Furthermore, the ongoing exploitation of RAY servers highlights a critical gap in cybersecurity practices among users. Many organizations are inadvertently exposing their RAY dashboards to the internet, creating a lucrative target for cybercriminals. This situation underscores the need for enhanced security protocols and awareness among users of open-source frameworks, particularly those that are designed to operate in controlled environments. The emergence of this multi-purpose botnet also raises questions about the effectiveness of existing cybersecurity measures. The ability of attackers to adapt and create new accounts for malware distribution demonstrates a persistent threat that traditional defense mechanisms may struggle to counter. As the cyber threat landscape evolves, organizations must remain vigilant and proactive in implementing robust security strategies to mitigate risks associated with such sophisticated attacks. Finally, the situation calls for a concerted response from the cybersecurity community. Collaboration among developers, security researchers, and organizations can lead to the development of more resilient frameworks and the establishment of best practices to safeguard against future threats. As the ShadowRay 2.0 campaign continues to unfold, the importance of a united front in cybersecurity cannot be overstated. As the ShadowRay 2.0 campaign continues to evolve, several mitigation strategies are being proposed to address the vulnerabilities within the RAY framework. Firstly, organizations using RAY are urged to implement the RAY Open Ports Checker tool developed by Anyscale. This tool assists in identifying misconfigurations that may expose RAY servers to the internet, significantly reducing the risk of unauthorized access. In addition to using the checker, experts recommend configuring strict firewall rules to limit access to the RAY dashboard port, which defaults to 8265. Adding authentication layers to the dashboard can also help secure these systems from unauthorized job submissions, which have been a key entry point for attackers. Furthermore, organizations should prioritize regular updates and patches for their software environments. Although the specific flaw in the RAY framework remains unpatched, maintaining a rigorous update schedule for all related software components can help mitigate other potential vulnerabilities that may be exploited in conjunction with ShadowRay 2.0. Monitoring network traffic for unusual patterns can also serve as an effective mitigation strategy. By employing intrusion detection systems, organizations can identify anomalies that may indicate a compromise, enabling quicker response times to potential threats. In light of the DDoS capabilities demonstrated by the ShadowRay 2.0 botnet, it is vital for organizations to establish incident response plans that include contingencies for denial-of-service attacks. This proactive approach can help minimize downtime and maintain operational integrity. As the cybercriminals behind ShadowRay 2.0 show resilience and adaptability, staying informed about emerging threats and evolving tactics is crucial. Security teams should engage in threat intelligence sharing and consider participating in industry forums to stay ahead of potential attacks. In summary, a multifaceted approach involving configuration checks, firewall enhancements, continuous monitoring, and community engagement will be critical in mitigating the risks posed by ShadowRay 2.0 and safeguarding against future cyber threats. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.